Happy July 2nd. I was gonna say July 4th, but like it's a new month. We made it to July. I am Carter Elliott here with my good friend Deion. Deion, how we doing today? It's a new month. Are we doing like new month, new you? I must say the lavender and or pink quarter zip is phenomenal. Massive fan. What is that? A golf club?
Wico Pa Casino Golf Resort in Scottsdale. My dog Fam moving down to Scottsdale, trying to coordinate a Wico Pa round with him sometime.
I don't know if that's gonna be good and or bad.
Terrible. I get into a decent amount of trouble in Scottsdale, not gonna lie.
That's
Love it
not
though.
that sounds about right. Also, you're referring to fam Discord fam, correct?
Yeah,
What?
it,
He's
I
moving to
don't have to do Fam
Scottsdale?
underscore 33. Like that's my dog. Like
Wait, he's moving to Scottsdale?
I think so. Did I just dox him?
No, I don't think you doxed him at all. I just honestly, I probably just wasn't in the Discord to see that. How good do you think Fam is at golf? Because I feel like he's like a four handicap, and but he sandbags.
If you like everything Fam says about himself, from like occupation to what he does on like a Friday, Saturday night, like I feel like this kid rolls out of bed 77.
Yeah, I can see that happening too. Also, that is too much golf talk today. We don't want to be put into a spot where we are getting belittled. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on here because all we have is golf banter to go at us. But Dion,
Well,
do you have oh, go ahead.
how's New York? You and I haven't had a chance to talk about your trip out there.
Listen, New York was good. I think I redeemed myself logistically wise. We had good, nice size Ubers. Hotel was very, very close. Common theme though, I was not in charge of booking any of those things.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Bleacher booked all those, and then I watched yesterday's full episode. Meg just did all the logistics.
Yep, did everything. And that's part of being great. So that is what it is. Shout out to the city of New York. Out on New York slices though. Out on New York slices.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I also drove by where Lurk and them live. Explains everything. Explains
It
absolutely everything.
does explain a lot, gotta be honest. It does explain a lot. Um, did you get any fake Louis?
No, so like I think in the area we were in, it was like too nice where they didn't have like any of those like street vendors, you know what I'm saying, where I could get like I was looking for a fake Go Yard wallet. Couldn't locate it. I was sick about it.
That's my favorite thing to do in New York. So I purchase a bag from the people selling fake stuff to put their fake stuff in to get on the plane with every year.
That's an
Love
insane move. I do
it.
love that because I would have definitely had like an all black Louis carry-on bag on my way back to gain respect. Never ever forget a young Carter Elliott went on a football visit to Columbia, had absolutely zero chance of getting into Columbia. Also had zero intention to play football really. But they invited me on a visit, went on the visit, just to see what they were talking about. But it was located next to I think it's called Canal Street in New York, which is just all just it's a street to buy fake things. And I was in heaven with the amount of things that I got. I truly got a bunch of things. It was the best part of the visit to a damn Ivy League football school was the fact that I went to Canal Street and dropped the bag.
Can we talk about how your football visit was better than your basketball commitment?
No, no, we can't. I don't think we can.
Uh,
I rather not.
Also, a quick fake Louis bag story that is probably one of my favorite moments that I've ever had in life. Went to New York like 2, 3 years ago, got a fake bag. And I thought I was just flexing on everybody. So I was like, I'm not gonna check this. I want everybody on the plane to see me like walk with it onto the plane. Like this needs to be a carry-on. Bag broke. Like the strap just, I'm holding it, strap just completely fell off. Some dude walks up to me with like, yo, is this fake? I was like, nah, bro, I just had it for a long time.
That's a tough scene. That's a really tough scene, but also good on you by kind of bouncing back though, right?
Yeah. I mean, everything that was in the bag I still have, but that bag was cooked immediately. It
Yeah,
didn't even survive 3 hours.
I feel like you bounced back pretty good, so we'll go ahead and we'll rock with that. But do you have a YouTube comment of the day for us?
I do. It's not necessarily like a singular YouTube comment. There's a lot of people on the full episode from t today. It's about the interns. I know you probably can't go into it too much. I haven't watched all the videos yet. A lot of love for Eli though.
lot of love for Eli in that. I thought Eli had a strong audition, but like I said, this is an event where we have multiple layers to it, right? Like you're gonna have a time when y'all get to look at it, like you, Riley, and Ralph are gonna be on the board. There's gonna be graphics made, there's gonna be video stuff, there's gonna be producing stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Like obviously, good first impressions are great, but we will, I'm not gonna get too high, too low on this one.
I've been thinking about just creating my own individual intern in J Heart.
You're just gonna have your own personal intern.
Yeah, so at the moment, J Hart's making memes for me from time to time that I use for work purposes. And I'm thinking like if J Hart doesn't survive this, like a good fallback plan is he's just my individual intern for a few months.
Memes for work purposes is insane, but power move by you just hiring an intern just to like to have like because there is a status about just having an intern.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything. I just want to be able to tell people like, yeah, I have an intern.
Well, give it to my guy, my intern. People are like, you got an intern? You're like, yeah, give it to my intern. He'll handle it.
Yeah. Like if Riley or Rapper like, yo, can you record this week? I'm like, yo, you can check in with my intern. Let me know what you said.
Honestly, you with an intern would absolutely scare me. But in any regard, let's move on to the Discord. Shout out to the Discord. Join the Discord for $9.99 a month. Support Sleepers Media. Join on your desktop. The link is in the description of our Twitter bio. Great way to support us and everyone on the Sleepers team and everything that we do. So tap into that. And part of the lore of the community is you get your comments read on every single show. We're gonna start today with let's go with just snacky, I believe is where we're here. College Hoops 26. We will have a topic on that today, even though I don't think it'll be College Hoops 26, given what the date is gonna release, but we'll have that. All hail the Pope. Can y'all draft, can y'all do a draft of returners versus transfers in the SEC? You know what? We will do that, but I want to say that for a topic, all hail the Pope, because I feel like that'd be a good topic. So maybe later this week we'll do that one. Um, do you all think Jackson Robinson would have got drafted if not for the injury?
Um, Honestly, I'm kind of surprised he wasn't drafted with the injury, given some of the names that were announced across those 2 days. But yeah, I mean, I think the hard part about it, you're seeing it if you're paying attention to free agency, is this new CBA, the luxury tax, the aprons make things so confusing. I think there was 20 plus guys that were drafted Wednesday, Thursday that these teams have no intention of ever setting foot on an NBA court.
Yeah, that's fair. I think he would have got drafted if he not for his injury in the second round somewhere. Coy, Jay Hart, Fam, Jay Miser, and I all met at a bar in Chicago. Guess each of our drink orders.
Is that a real thing? Like they all kicked it at a bar?
Maybe, I guess so.
Jay Hart's 21?
I think Jay Hart just recently turned 21.
Oh, happy belated birthday, Jay Hart.
I mean, it's about as belated can get. Also, I don't know if that's true. Uh,
Oh, happy
Fam
20.
got a Guinness. I'm so sure of that I've never been more sure. Fam got a Guinness. Jay Meisner got a Coors. Jay Hart got a Long Island, and Coy got a hazy IPA.
I think a well Long Island for Jay
Oh,
Hart.
well, yeah,
Not to be
a super
disrespectful,
well.
but a well Long Island for Jay Hart. I think Fam got old fashioned. I think Fam like in his personal life like a Guinness, but he's like, yo, I'm out with the boys. Like I gotta show out today. Like I
Mm,
can't just be ordering stuff off the
big boy
regular menu.
cocktail. I can see that.
Old fashioned for Jay Hart. Coy feels like something on the rocks, like just points to a whiskey and is like put an ice cube in it.
Yeah.
And then Misner, I like the course play with him.
Yeah, I've answered. Honestly, please answer that question, Corey, because I'm interested to know now. Pikel, please. What's up, guys? I think we're all excited about the college basketball video games, and then the letdown when we saw it's a couple of years away. That said, what rating do you think you would have had in your basketball playing prime?
99.
99.
8-year-old me was untouched.
That's
Untouched.
8 was the prime.
Yeah, well, I grew quick, and no one could really rock with me from 8 to about 11 or 12. Seventh grade was when you could see some kinks in the armor, but I was still probably like a 92.
Yeah, that's a tough scene. I think my basketball playing prime probably like a 71. I think is where I'd put myself, 71, somewhere in that range. Yeah.
How quickly did you get to 6'7"?
Uh, my senior year of high school, I
Oh,
think.
really?
Yeah, maybe like I was like 6'5", and then I had like another inch my senior year.
Okay, how quickly did you get to 6 foot?
Crazy you think I remember that. It wasn't probably like middle school.
Yeah, if you're a 6 foot middle schooler, you're at least at 90.
No, that's the thing. I was playing up against some nice middle schoolers. There were some dogs out there. There were 6'5" people out there that I struggled with. I had nothing for it, man. Truly did it. Uh, Justin Aki, one. Michael Brown is absolutely unreal. That dude was balling against France. Yeah, L's up. Dude's special. Two. I can't wait till Perez plays the pick and roll all year long and receives no ball handling duties. He's going to play the exact same role he did for Michigan that he did for Illinois, which he is great at, but he's nowhere near ready to play point forward. Dude threw the ball straight out of bounds when he inbounded it and did nothing but play mid post and got torched in drop coverage.
Um, I think the Merez Illinois back and forth is very fair from both sides.
I just let both sides battle it out. Three, DJ is going to be a beast, going to take the starter minutes within the first 10 games of the season from Clough. Yeah, he just needs to get fully back, healthy.
I don't think he takes the minutes from Clough based upon roster construction. I think he's better than Clough, but I think Clough's a better fit next to TKR.
Fair to say. I'm Ainer. I've heard a lot of different comps for Cam Boozer. One I haven't heard that I think fits very well is Tim Duncan, in that he's not very flashy, but produces and wins as a low maintenance star. What say ye?
You haven't heard it because it's boring. It's probably correct, but it's boring.
I think he's more Paulo than Tim Duncan.
Nah, Paolo got a little flash to him. He's like if Carlos Boozer, Tim Duncan combined, and Dario Saric's jumper was also involved in it.
Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. All right. Steve Nash. Terrence Shannon Jr. got to the line nearly 9 times a game his last year at Illinois. If Cohen Carr wants to hit that first or second all-team Big Ten ceiling, he has to be in that range too. With his athleticism, there's no reason he can't.
Unguardable.
I hate that we're at this point. Uh, Keaton Wagler has had a solid summer so far with Ty Rodgers out. Hopefully he steps up and gives good minutes. The staff sees him as a Max Christie type, but he needs to add weight. What do you think of his game? I could see like the Christie formula there. Like I think he's very slender, but he can shoot the ball. I just think it's going to be big on what his body's going to be. If he's able to get on the floor.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Max Christie feels like a stretch. Like Christie's like a
Yeah, the only comparison is more like Max Christie's maybe role body type. Max Christie was a McDonald's All-American. Keaton Wagler was not. So
and he's like an extremely serviceable NBA player. He had like a bad 4 month stretch and everybody freaked out.
yeah, let's relax on him. All right. This question, sorry, this War Chant says happy Bobby Bonilla Day, by the way. Same old Lions. This question is for the guy without a child, not Tristan. You couldn't even steal one by Christmas. Geesh, my dog Deion. Deion, my wife recently started a baby registry, and I can't understand how anyone can afford to have a child in this economy. Hint, my wife is easygoing, but she loves nice things. I've listed some items off below that I want to see how close you can get to the price of them on Amazon. All right, the first item, a large leather diaper bag.
196.
$70.
Okay, babies are cheap.
Electric baby swing with Bluetooth plus 5 speeds.
What? Um, okay, me and my boy threw a swing setup for his kids a few months ago. That was like 200, but there's no speaker. 310.
100.
Okay, we got finessed.
Also, you're talking about a swing. This ain't no swing set. It's just one of them little like baby like seat swings that go back and forth.
Oh, yeah, but it has a Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth's kind of nice.
It
A
is
3-in-1 high chair.
3 in 1. What is a three? If it's a high chair, you just sit.
Yeah, so the 3-in-1 high chairs that like you can change the settings on it. So like when they're super small, like you can change the levels of it like to have them sit up more, and then I think eventually like it turns into something that they can just like there's like different settings as they grow up, I think is what he's saying.
Got you. 69.99.
$225.
You got it. The high chair is the most expensive thing on this
High
thing.
chairs are expensive. 9-in-1 baby crib.
9 in 1 baby cream. This is like when people do the shampoo conditioner together, but they're like, yo, you have everything else too. 18 bucks.
18.
It's just
$600.
for cream.
No, a crib.
Oh,
9-in-1 baby crib.
I thought it was like lotion.
No. Okay, our last one. A modular stroller with car seat. This was a cheap one, she said. So it has me thinking it's expensive.
450.
275.
I just want to throw something out the same old lines, just a little bit of advice. I don't have a kid. Your kid probably won't sleep in the crib anyway. Save time and money and just get something a lot cheaper. And he's gonna cry regardless. Babies don't sleep, they cry, they eat, and then they end up sleeping with you. So just save yourself the money.
No, put him in the crib, my brother. Put him in the crib. Same old lines. Once again, the gender reveal results are in, and goodness, where a lot of people were wrong, including myself. The same old lines household is officially carrying on the lineage for at least one more generation. We're having a baby boy, not our proudest moment. Both of us audibly gasped during the ultrasound when they wrote boy on the screen as we were both expecting a baby girl. Shout out to my guy, same old lines, man. Happy for you and the wife. Also, score one for the big cartel. I've been saying, boy, people didn't want to listen to me. Same old Lions Jr. is very much on the way here. Congrats to my guy. Congrats to your wife. Enjoy it.
Not our proudest moment feels insane.
Yeah, I mean, well, they audibly gasped during the ultrasound. I guess I mean, that could happen. Uh, After watching Jay Hart's audition tape and having met him at the Breslin when MSU spanked Purdue, the baby swing with the Bluetooth might fit him. It says max of 20 pounds.
That's tough. That's
That's
tough.
tough, Jay Hart.
Little bit of advice for my dog, same old Lions. My mom definitely thought I was gonna be a girl. Make sure you buy boys' clothes anyway. Because I wore girls' clothes for about 2 months.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's actually that doesn't make sense.
It
That's
doesn't.
crazy.
It doesn't. It's just what we had to do. My mom refused to think that I was actually going to be a boy. She had whole names picked out. I got named after Deion Sanders because they had the audible, and the doctor was like, "We got to come up with something," and that's what my dad came up with.
Shout out to prime time. Just snacky. Last one today. Do you guys like the names that are put under the players for the U19 games? I think they are good for people watching games who are trying to learn the younger, less popular players that are just kind of all thrown together for a US team. Do you guys like the names that are put under the players for the Unite?
What do you mean?
I think he's asking if I like the roster, which I'll say yeah. I don't know though. I'm confused by the question.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say yes because I like the U19 team.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes as well. That does it for the Discord comments today. Shout out to the Discord. Today's episode is brought to you by the good folks over at 2K Labs. Shout out to my 2K Labs. They have everything you need. Obviously, college football is on the horizon, as well as 2K, one of the more prevalent video games in the culture. 2K Labs has everything you need, right? They have simulations, they have mini games you can play. I love playing the mini games as a favorite thing. I was playing them on the plane ride to New York. I am a geography wizard now. But college football 26 simulations and mini games are definitely something that's going to be very prevalent. So be sure to head over to 2K Labs and shout out to them for supporting and sponsoring today's episode. Let's get to the show. Topic number one, EA Sports announces the official return of a college basketball video game. Obviously, the college football video game announcement kind of took the world by storm. I very much enjoy the game, still play it when I can to this day. No, Deion, you're an avid player of that game. But EA Sports has now announced that they will have the official return of the college basketball video game in 2028. Uh, Crazy, did not know we were making announcements for things this far down the road. A little bit, let down given that we won't see that game sooner. Also, very funny to see like all these team accounts start to interact and be like, oh, this player should be on the cover. Brother, all these guys are going to be gone by the time the cover probably comes out for this game. I understand where you're going in this one, but we need to start looking to the class of 2027 to see who's going to be on the cover of that game. Shout out to Baba Oba Luton. I don't know why I picked the toughest name to say for myself on this one. Please respect me, Dion. But I guess I'll throw it to you. You are honestly our video game guy because Ralph wants to go to the Eiffel Tower all the time. So give me your thoughts on the announcement that this game's happening. Will it be good? What are your thoughts on the game being announced not till it's literally not coming out for 3 years?
Yeah, the 3 years portion is crazy. I would like to petition for Dylan Betts to be on the cover. That feels like the most obvious selection in the world. Or there might be like Gilbert Arenas probably has another kid.
Honestly, though, to that point, I think they're gonna have women's college basketball on there. Sienna Betts, the younger sister, is
Deion could still be in college, right?
because I think she's a freshman at UCLA this year. Lauren Betts will be gone because she's a senior this year, but maybe you could put them both, little brother sister cover on there, or maybe there's another Boozer twin somewhere.
Juju.
Juju's gonna be gone by then.
She just tore her ACL. She's out the whole year though.
Yeah, true. It'd be interesting to see who's on the cover of it. Do you think it's gonna be good though? Because I guess I never asked you this. Do you think college football, the video game, was a letdown?
Yeah, I think, well, no, I mean, yes and no. It depends on how you look at it. Like, if you're just like super focused on the gameplay and you're like kind of like one of those, like, like when the gym bros go and they're like, oh, you're only lifting this much weight and your form's off, then
Yeah.
like if you're doing that with video games, then yeah, I think college football, the game is terrible. This game's gonna suck. It is. Um, But like you can still have a ton of fun with it. It's going to be so much fun recruiting five stars and like the portal aspect of it. And by the time 28 comes around, like the international aspect of all this too. Like you're gonna be in like head-to-head recruiting battles with Mark Pope for like one of the best prospects that plays for Real Madrid, or you can get the number one high school player too. Like there's gonna be so many different variations of the way you can play a dynasty mode. Obviously, they'll have an online dynasty. They'll probably have some form of ultimate team. The reason I think it's coming out in 2028 is the new system that's projected to come out in the next few years too. I think they're choosing to like not to not make it for this console, and it's going to come out for the PS6 or whatever Xbox is going to call their new systems potentially. And you also don't want to compete with GTA next year, right? So I think there's a lot of strategy behind the release date. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but like, yeah, it's probably gonna be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, look, I hope it's really good. I need it to be good. Also, like, I'm also in this spot too where like I think it'll be more enjoyable for me because one of the things that taxes me with like the college football is that I'm recruiting a whole football team. Like if I could put all my energy into, spending money to head over to Mega Basket, get a guy and recruit I feel like it'd be a lot easier to recruit for the for the basketball thing. I will say this. They will be held to a higher standard for announcing this now and saying it's not coming out until 2028.
Didn't football do that though? Or am I wrong?
I feel like it wasn't that long.
I thought maybe. I thought it was at least 2 or 3 years though.
It might have
And,
been. Yeah,
and you got to think about it. It's easier for them to make a college football game because they make Madden every year. They haven't made a basketball game since like 2018.
this is gonna stink, isn't it?
It's gonna be terrible. It's probably gonna be terrible.
We're buying it though, aren't we?
Oh yeah, if I could purchase it today, I already would. And it'd be like, yo, shoot me my money back if it doesn't come out.
Who's gonna
I
be?
do think that that's the question mark. I think there's a possibility we never see this game.
That'd be sickening. That'd be sickening. I think last question I'll ask you: Who's gonna be your team on the game?
Um,
Sac State?
if Sac State makes it onto the game, we're currently like suing the NCAA. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
We honestly, I probably should have brought it up for us to do it short. Sac State's like suing the NCAA because they refuse to make them an FBS independent.
I respect that.
Um,
Honestly, I'm a Hornet. Are y'all Hornets?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm a Hornet.
stingers up, dog. Stingers up.
Stingers up is crazy, but I'm a Hornet. Uh,
Stingers up.
I'm gonna be Louisville.
Louisville.
L- L's up. Are you throwing L's down?
Yeah. I said this on, honestly, I thought this was a bar. No one else really did. So they asked Riley and I to do like a score prediction for Louisville, Kentucky. And I was like, yo, it might be in their city, but it's in our state.
Uh,
Kentucky.
Okay, that unfortunately is a bar, but it is L's up. Well, shout out to EA for releasing this game, or saying they're going to release this game. Make sure you do right by it, or you'll be hearing from our people, is what I think I'll say. Topic number two today was sparked by a good friend of the program, CVK Report, always coming out with some really great content over on Twitter, who came out with a tweet that was referencing the first round draft picks by notable colleges since 2021. Now, this was a big thing because there was a lot of talk about the fact that this past draft was the first time that Coach Cal didn't have a player drafted I'm sorry, didn't have a first round draft pick, I believe it was, in a little bit. Obviously, a Duke the Arrow win the second round, but that was the only one. And technically, Mark Pope has had more draft picks than Coach Cal in the last year. I mean, I saw some funny tweets about that, but uh, what this is the first round draft picks by notable colleges since 2021. And I just want to read some of these to you and see if it resonates with you. First off, uh, Michigan State is at the bottom with one player. Uh, wait, first round pick since 2021.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we had Bridges, we had Jaron.
Bridges and Jaren are before 21.
Were they before 21?
Jaren's already on like his third contract.
That I guess that it. Yeah, honestly, okay, I guess that makes sense. Who's the one? Max Christie?
Now the one is Jace.
Oh wow,
Max Christie was a second round pick, right?
you're right. He was a second round pick. I thought he like was on that little cusp of the middle there, but I guess I'll give you the top five here. Duke with 11, brotherhood.
Yeah.
We'll
Those are
see.
my dogs. Those are my dog, my brother. They had four this year, right?
Uh, yeah.
Three?
Wait, no, Sion was second round.
Yeah, I'm saying,
So they had Khan, Man, Coon,
yeah.
and
Three lotto picks.
Tyrese was second round as well. Let's see here. Baylor was six at two. Kentucky also tied with Baylor with six. UConn five, and then Michigan and Gonzaga tied for the last spot with four.
This would be a very fun trivia question to see if you can name all six. I'm 90% sure I can name all of Baylor's six.
I think I can too. I think it's Keontae George, it's Jacoby Walter, it's VJ Edgecombe, Yves Missi. And the sixth one says 2021. Ooh, who am I
Actually,
missing?
I'm stumped on the final two. No, 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 no. Point guard.
Point guard.
Yeah, it's a name you would. I can't. I can visually see him. Uh, I can visually see him.
It's not no, because those teams were after. It was like the Butler, Jared Butler, and those teams were before.
Ah, actually, is it Jared Butler?
No, I think those teams were before 2021. Who am I? Yeah, it would have been nice for them to actually put who is who the actual player is.
Nah, it is Jared Butler.
Oh, it
That's
is?
yeah, yeah. Jared Butler was his rookie year was 21-22 for the Jazz.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm looking at the wrong thing there.
Was he drafted first round though?
I think, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, I need to figure that out. What's funny when Greg makes these topics, I knew that Michigan was going to be up there, but this is one thing to say, like, this is a good graphic, but also like I feel like it could be used against people because Duke has all these first round draft picks since 2021, no title.
It it's not Butler. Do you want one more guess at it? You're gonna be upset when you hear the names. I was right about point guard, by the way. That point guard reaction I got was crazy.
Who was it?
Davion
Oh, God damn, that's on me.
and Sohan, Jeremy Sohan.
I should have got that too.
Yeah, those were two easy ones.
That's two easy ones. Michigan, those are easy too. UConn
Butler Butler was the 40th pick the year Davion. I
went first. Didn't Davion go like middle first round?
think he went
Did he go,
sixth.
did he go lottery?
Yeah, him and Sohan both went ninth. VJ went third, Keontae 16th, Misi 21, and Jacoby Walter. I honest to God didn't know he was a first round pick. I was gonna say Jared Butler.
I need Baylor to do something. Scott Drew, I'm looking at you. Some other schools that are on this list.
Am I wrong? This team, the Davion team won a natty.
I still am questioning the validity of this list on what year these guys came from. I truly am because it doesn't.
Uh,
I think it's off.
they beat Gonzaga, right?
Yeah, but that was damn near COVID, wasn't it?
Was it 2020 or 21?
I thought it was like 2019.
This is a tough look for us in terms of putting years together.
Listen, that's not what they come to us for. But I'll say this. Michigan State being one, while the schools above them being like North Carolina, Indiana, Purdue, Virginia, Florida, Texas, UCLA, very, very cute, very demure. Good on you. Shout out to CVK Report for drumming this up. I will say this though, Arkansas fans were on his ass because they've had a good amount of first round picks. They had
Yeah,
Moses Moody, Anthony Black, Nick Smith Jr. They had a good amount of first round draft picks and they didn't really get their love there. So
they Muss doesn't get enough credit for the teams he built at Arkansas.
yeah, USC's back this season. Shout out to Elijah Arena. Shout out to the Must Bus. I will be there. Fun tweet though. Shout out to CBK Report. Third topic today, only fitting we do this, having our NBA correspondent here on today's episode. Deion, I want to talk NBA free agency day one reactions.
Well, we got a big one.
We got
Um,
some big ones today as we are recording, but before we get to the big ones, I just want to say this. Shams, you can't come on McAfee saying we got some big things going on, and then you're giving me Jake LaRavia and Colin Gillespie news. Like respectfully. Now it's heating up. It heated up a little bit. It's heating up right now. But I guess Dion, I'll throw it to you because there's a lot going on here. Let me get your early day one free agency NBA reactions.
um, I get why NBA fans want parity, right? Like hardcore NBA fans, they want to see new teams win. They want to see like they don't want to just see like Bron and Steph win every year. The Lakers, the Knicks, so on and so forth. Parity's ruined free agency though. There's just it's just a lot. Free agency is a lot less fun with this new CBA. The way teams have to navigate the second aprons incredibly boring. I think it creates parity, but I also think it makes teams have to make incredibly tough decisions. I was looking at the Celtics roster yesterday. Their starting five includes Neemias Queta, and they're $2 million underneath the second apron. Like, what is the Celtics plan here? And obviously, Tatum's hurt, so they don't really need to have one for another year or so. But I mean, I just think Tatum's Achilles injury changed the whole outlook of the way the Celtics have to do things, and that's a CBA issue. That's not a Celtics issue. I just think it's ultimately boring. Like I remember the days of like you get 15 signings in the first 10 minutes of free agency, and it's like three max players went, and we have a whole new outlook, and you're looking at the league completely differently. There's not one single signing that happened, including the big one we're going to talk about, that changes my outlook on anything from an NBA perspective.
Yeah, so look, I think there has been some interesting movement around it, and everyone seems to be just like operating with, like some of these teams are just paying way too much money for teams that don't have anything to win. Like you look at what the Celtics are doing. It was funny you say that. Literally, their front court is Neemias Queta, who is it Luka Garza?
Yeah, this was good.
Luka Garza and Xavier Tillman?
Yeah, Big Till going to start this year.
Okay, so Boston needs to tank like no other. AJ Debance season.
Yeah, I think they are tanking for what it's
Okay,
worth.
good to know they can. But are they going to be bad? Like, isn't a lineup of Derek White and Jaylen Brown and like a ragtag group of guys able to like, and Anthony Simons able to be better than the worst East teams? It's the East.
I mean, when we drafted Wiseman that year, and granted that was the wrong choice, Steph had a wrist injury that lasted about 8 months. So, hey, if you have a goal, you can make anything
If
happen.
you have a if you have a goal and a dream, you can make anything happen. I guess the one big one I think we need to talk about is what's going on with the Bucks. The Bucks signed Miles Turner and waived Dame Lillard. The Bucks will be paying Dame Lillard $22.5 million each year the next 5 seasons. And apparently the rumor is they didn't even talk to Giannis before they did this.
They did not, because Chris Haynes just reported Giannis is really upset that the Bucks released Damian Lillard.
What are the Bucks doing?
What is Miles Turner doing? How do you like how do you not shoot Giannis a test and be like, yo, big dog, how we feeling about
Well,
this?
because I think that dollar value amount, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's if you're playing by yourself, I'll tell you what, it's all fun and games until you turn down money and AJ Green's the one like said it like coming around your pick.
AJ Green shot coming around the pick is like they just had like they need to operate at a point where they do everything to like make Giannis happy, and they're not.
I think all parties involved, like Giannis, why are you taking such a back seat? I deal with this with Steph all the time where he's like, I trust the front office. And I'm like, please don't. Like, I don't want you to trust the front office. I want you to force them to do something. If you're the Bucks front office, how do you, because it's not just that they're paying Dame Lillard $20 million over the next 5 years. That's also his cap hit. Your cap hit for Damian Lillard is $20 million to play somewhere else for 5 years. How do you not talk to Giannis about this before? If you're Miles Turner, I mean, you didn't think to shoot Big Yon a text,
You,
like a FaceTime, nothing.
you talking about GA?
Like you don't think like, yo, let me see how Giannis feels about this. Because what if I pull up and he demands a trade and I just let? I mean, I guess Hallie's hurt, the interesting part about all this is like obviously nothing's signed yet. I'm very curious of Giannis's reaction to all this. Like Miles Turner's like, hey, by the way, I think I'm just gonna go back to Indiana.
I'm just gonna head back to Indy with it.
I think I'm just gonna go back to Indy. This was fun, but if Giannis wants to trade, I'm good.
Yeah, I honestly, I probably feels right. Look, I think there's a lot to be played out in NBA free agency. Still a lot of pieces that can be made. DeAndre Ayton gets waived because he doesn't like basketball. There's just so much going on. Any comment on how your Warriors are operating? Big Loon Dog making his way to the Pelicans
Apparently, we're in the Al Horford hunt, which I'd be
in
extremely
in the
happy
year
with.
2025.
Hey, listen, a 3-and-D center like that just stands in the corner and waits for Steph to pass him the basketball. I've been praying for that for 17 years.
Yeah, but
That's all I've ever wanted.
have you been praying for Al Horford though at his big age?
You have to take what you can get. Unfortunately, we are just incredibly committed to Jonathan Kuminga. I think he has something on ownership. I don't know what Joe Lacob did, but I think Kuminga has something, and we're just unable to trade him. And Al Horford makes sense. If we have to have Kuminga, Al Horford makes it a little bit more playable. Shout out my dog Loon Dog though, man. I've been trying to trade you since 2018, and you've proven me wrong every year since 2018. I don't want to get any get back. You won 3 championships with us, and you deserved every single one. I'll never forget the 2019 finals when he played with the broken collarbone. But the biggest news is Malik Beasley twerking for bookies, essentially.
Yeah, my starting two guard was shaking ass for bookies while we were in the dog fight. Free Cade, free my guy, Malik Monk on the way. Go Pistons. You still got Steph Curry. Excited to see how the rest of NBA free agency unfolds. One big thing presented by this pen spin I'm about to do, Deion.
Okay, that was I didn't think that could go well. I did think it would go better than that. One big thing, value consistency in your life and the people that bring that to you. Having got a haircut in over a month, as you can see, I just miss seeing my barber's face. Getting a haircut tonight around 5 o'clock, that's going to be huge. I need it deeply. But value consistency, him and I are going to have a talk about some of the inconsistency over the last month. I understand he was sick. Being sick for 10 days in summer feels extreme. Like it feels like we could have worked something out somewhere in the middle of this, but I'm a loyal. I never cheat on my barber. As you can see, I sat back and waited. Also, won't be on the pod the rest of the week. I'm going to the rodeo on Saturday. I've been told you don't want to dress like you're performing in the rodeo just because you're going. I wanted to dress up like Bruce Brown.
I remember that fit. I remember Mikal Bridges kept hitting him with this joy. That's a good. I need pits. I'm sorry. I need pics of that fit.
I wanted to walk around and just tip partner,
Right, partner.
partner.
Good to see you. My one big thing today is, what do I want to go with? Honestly, I'm gonna keep it simple today. Drink your water and hydrate. Thank you for joining today's episode. We love all y'all. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back. Sleepers Media, we are out.